Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 321. I'm here with Charles. We'll be doing some Saturday debunks and the video analysis, and we'll see how we go. Already I got the speaker on the laptop on. I forgot to turn that off again. That's our poppy sound now. I should be making poppy sound like that now. Looks like it was delayed by about 5 minutes there. CPU. Yeah, CPU. Yeah, I think it's not coming out on the speaker now. It's peaking at 100%, so there's no wonder it's a wee bit hot behind. It's a fun day already. You never know what's going to go wrong.
Just cross fingers. Keep everything crossed.
There's always so much to do. I need to do a new intro too. I'm forever fixing the computer just to keep it running nice. Windows 10 just keeps you on your toes, I tell you.
Well, I said that's why I hate it.
In the past I normally had all the updates turned up, so you know once you got a system working, turn the damn updates off and you know it's always going to work the same. You can't do that anymore, they sneak them on. Hello. Hello. Good to be back. Okay, we're up to that stage. You know the side rules by now, most of you. The mods out there, keep an eye on it anyway. No hardcore swearing, no trolling, no self-promotions, no drama. And let's just have a good time, I guess. Where's Area 51 today? Is he having a day off?
You probably pop in.
Hi
everybody.
He'll probably show up, you know. I think I'll just talk about what I've been doing anyway, including this morning. The little hassles I had always ends in badness.
Hi JD.
Oh, JD, I thought he wasn't joining us till 10:30. He's probably on his mobile phone. Hey, live stream. So apparently you can pin comments now, but I haven't used it. The only feature I asked for is a option for moderators to do a beep command. So if you got full screen on and they're trying to get your attention, they can beep you. So they still haven't added that. Google never listened. Okay, so it's just normally Saturday. I just have to get my head into gear now. From PC technicians to presenter. Normally you have a team of people behind the scenes helping you. Yeah.
These lives are cracking up pretty quickly. It seems like yesterday since you did the 300. Now we're up to 321 now.
Yeah. And we had that audio thing. So last live stream was terrible, so I started looking into the computer. But this morning I was having trouble with the USB and the mouse wasn't scrolling up, and hopefully it's still working. It's pretty bad though. I think my mouse is on the way out, so it's got some dust on the roller. And I'm a bit too scared to open up the mouse because I haven't got a spare one. I think in future I always buy two of everything. Once I know that I like a particular item, I want to spare one. You know how someone has like a whole collection of them. So when they stop making them, which they do, you know you always got one that you like in future. How's the audio sound? Sounding? Sounds alright this
Okay
end.
to me.
Everything seems perfect now. Cross fingers crossed. So last live stream, we had lots of problems. Although it didn't seem like it, the audio kept corrupting, but Charles kept picking it up really quick, and I kept changing the settings on it to see if we could get around the problem. But it turns out when Windows did an update, it messed around with the audio drivers again, and also changed all my overclocking. So my laptop was running at half the speed it should have been. So it was always crackling the audio because the CPU was maxing out, and also other things weren't running right. So I've now reset all that. But worst of all was now we're on fast internet, or super fast internet. I found the LAN cable had a core, it has 8 cores in it. 4 of them are needed for 100 megabits per second, but you need 8 cores to get up to 1 gigabit per second. And of course, this takes one pin not to be touching properly, and the card will detect it, and it will put it down to the lower speed again, which was probably what was happening during live shows. Which is not good. But yeah, at the moment it reckons we're only doing 1 to 5 megabits per second upload on Google, and it's saying here, I got a message saying the stream's current bit rate is 1494. So I'm not too sure if that's a problem with their code, or if it's a setting in Minicam that I need to look at next. But we should be able to get up to 300. We just did a test this morning. Should be able to run at that rate 600 live streams on this internet connection. But we know that Jitsy's working a lot better since I've upgraded anyway, because that's using its own stream as well. Technical stuff. Technical.
Always make the breakdown.
So what are we doing today? We're going to look at a so-called UFO entering the water, and I'll see what you think about it. And it comes from our fraud channel, UFO Proof. He didn't even list the source for it, so I have to use his one. So there'll be some swearing on it, some F words. His kid, or first word out the mouth will be the F word.
He's put another one into it as well.
Sorry, what was that, mate?
I said he's put another one up as well. That is actually as fake as hell.
I just wonder if we can clear up your audio. It's kind of a wee bit bassy. Which one are you on now? Can you just say hello?
Hello. Right.
Hello. You seem to be fading in and out. I just wonder if you're moving from the mic occasionally.
No, because the mic's by my mouth.
So which one's
the
treble?
Mic in front on the headphones now. Hello. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Why is that not working? Alright, goes that direction. Okay, keep talking.
Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
I think it's a wee bit clearer, isn't it? I'm not too sure why we have to change it for you sometimes, but it seems you seem to be bassy.
I've got a deep voice.
Probably. Bassy, man, bassy. Hey.
Yeah.
So
manly.
Yeah, just try and keep if you got one of those side ones like the singer has with the mic, try and keep it like an inch away from the side of your cheek, and that's generally the best position for it. The corner of your mouth to the cheek, and that way you don't get the breathing.
Okay? Is that okay?
Yeah, it sounds alright. Okay, so kick the show off, I guess. So UFO Proof put up this video here, come to my attention, and we'll have a look at it, because he hasn't put up any source link. I'll just reload that because it hasn't come in properly. Comments never come in properly for Google for some reason. I don't think he's changed it. It's all sell. Patreon, I think. No link to the source video. So when I looked at this picture here, I'm not sure if that's one of his enhancements, but straight away I thought seagull.
Yeah,
A blurred out seagull, or possibly some sort of seabird. But anyway, we'll just play it and see what you think. And watch out for the swearing. We'll just have to get if the volume's too low.
So this sighting took place on May 25th in the port of Tocoma, Washington,
Let me know.
which is the state I live in. And this is incredible. Now, before you start saying, oh, it's a balloon, it's a bag, why don't you shut the fuck up and watch the fucking video?
So this is setting the tone already.
Yeah.
It sounds loud to us, but I think it might be too low going to the stream a wee bit here. But maybe because he's going to swear, maybe it's best to have him on low anyway. So I'll just make it bigger. And you can see it's filmed the wrong direction, which doesn't help.
Because like a dumbass, I said the same fucking thing. But as you watch the video...
Okay, so straight away, I don't think it's garbage or Mylar balloon because it seems to be in a current. It could be in a current. I suppose it could be garbage. It's hot air coming up here, so it could be in a vortex where it's spinning around. But it's more likely also to be seagulls that are on a thermal. Or possibly even ducks or something like that. So keep on watching.
Video, you come to realize that this is totally impossible. There's nothing on Earth like this thing. This is fucking incredible. So I'm gonna play the video just out how I saw it.
So it does look a bit reflective there, but it might be because it's really sunny. And the camera, if you look at here, this building here is quite overexposed, so it's probably going to amp up the white bird as well.
And then we'll enhance it and zoom in and all that good shit and show you all the cool shit that's going on here. But this is an incredible video. I mean,
That's flapping.
On the surface, at the beginning,
it does look like it's flapping there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I can see why you could be misled that it's actually a piece of Mylar balloon that's spinning around because it's reflected one side and it's not. But the video is so poor. But I still think it could be a bird flapping.
Looks like, oh, it's a Mylar balloon. It's a piece of trash floating in the wind, something like that. And
so where's it gone?
Till the video progresses, then you realize,
see the video,
fucking
the camera,
impossible. Now
the camera's lost sync on it. You see, which means if it's a Mylar balloon, it should be a bit more reflective than a bird. So why is it lost sync on it?
Before we get too far into the video, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Swavek for sending me.
Okay, so where we go?
The link to this video.
Now, if you're careful, you can see other white objects, which I believe are also the same kind of bird. So just keep an eye on that too.
Video. And I just want to remind everybody, if you come across a good UFO video, send it my way. It doesn't matter if you filmed it or not. If you see a good one online that feels like it should be shared around more, send it to me, all right? My boy Swavek sends me videos.
So you had to zoom in just to pick up something here. Hang on, let me just get some more CPU here. Minimize that.
That looks like definitely flapping to me. Flapping wings.
Yeah, they look like flapping wings, yep. And of course, if the wings go up and more white, they're going to reflect more sun back at the camera. When they go down, they fade away again, and so you end up with that flickering.
All the fucking time, and today.
Okay, so there's some blackbirds here. You can see some blackbirds are flying.
He scored a fucking awesome one.
So this looks like a bird that's landed on the water and it's swimming around now.
So this object just went from the air to the water.
That's what birds do.
Okay. So, well, yeah, that could still be a.
That looks like a. It could even be a. Could it be a goose or a duck that's sort of glided down on the thermals, and it kind of looked like it was going vertical when it was actually coming down on a steep angle and just landed in the water. Because I've seen it at a pond where I live here. They can actually come down quite fast behind a tree and just go skidding along the water.
Piece of trash, right? Sure. Besides the fact that this object is swimming against the current.
That looks like a bird or swimming birds.
Which
There's
I
two
don't
there.
see any piece of
There's one there and there was one up there. Did you see that?
trash just doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That is
clearly
flat.
now this object is just, I mean, what is this? It's flying in the sky, it comes down to the water, it goes into the water, and now it's swimming
Seagulls do that.
against the current.
Sorry?
Birds flying to the water, seabirds.
Yep.
Don't go down to the fish.
Yep.
So whatever this is, this object
Oh yeah, so what's that? It looks like a swan. See that up there?
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of looks like a swan or a boat. This one here, it's got to be a really, really small UFO, if that's a UFO. Let me just see if I can zoom in there. This is why you got to do a slow by slow motion. To me, that looks like a swan with its neck turned around. What do you reckon? Or a duck.
Yeah. Well, actually, could be a pelican or something.
Yeah, it could be a pelican. They're fairly big birds. This is in this is Tocoma or whatever, the port of Tocoma or whatever it's called. He said, and Washington. So that looks like a smaller bird. That looks like a larger bird.
That's a pelican. I'm sure it is. That top.
Pelican, you
You
reckon?
see
Yeah,
its long, you can see its long beak on the right hand side into the
and
water.
a long neck. It's got a long neck as well, I think.
Yeah.
It's either a swan or a pelican or something like that, I reckon.
Yeah.
Now, just keep on going. So this is a problem. You don't listen to these guys that are telling you it's not a bird, it's not a piece of trash, because often it turns out to be.
is controlled by some means. It does have some form of propulsion that allows it to, one, fly in the fucking air, two,
Oh, not even-
float
not
in the,
even-
you know, fly,
Yeah,
drive
hang
in the fucking water, and fucking
not
disappear
full
on
screen.
and off,
Hang on. Yeah.
and enough strength to go against the fucking current. Basically, it can do whatever the fuck it wants. Now, you tell me what does that. Yes, we have drones that do that. However,
Birds.
if you can't tell,
Yeah.
this thing ain't a fucking drone.
Hey Joe, how's it
How
going?
does it
Here,
stay on YouTube with all this
Now,
swearing?
there are some
I don't know, but we might get flagged too, but it doesn't matter. So if you watch this line here, when this bird takes off again, you'll see other birds that take off as well. So he doesn't point that out. So there's a lot of UFOs in this video.
clues here that give it away that this is definitely a legitimate video. One where she starts not focusing on the object. You can see the
Yeah, just,
camera starts to slowly drift away and the object is out of view for a couple seconds. That is a real common mistake made by people filming UFOs, because you get stuck looking at the UFO and you forget where the camera is actually pointed. And no gripes about that. You know, like I said, man, I always tell everybody, you know, when it comes down to
okay,
it,
that
fuck the
movement
camera,
is
make sure
you got to be careful. The movement is the person,
you
not
look
the
at it.
actual thing.
because that's what's important.
You can see the
Yeah,
flapping
the
wings.
camera's great, but let
Yeah.
me tell you, the camera doesn't pick up.
I don't think that's the bird that come down though. I think it might have been that pelican. It might have been the pelican coming down actually.
You know, half of what you're seeing.
In fact, I saw something down here just before she moved. Looked like another bird on the water.
Look at this thing, just bobbing around in there. It
I wonder if we can find other videos on YouTube where people are filming the bird life there, because that would be obvious then that there's white birds there.
give two
So we might
fucks.
see if we can find something.
Totally
Okay.
against
Okay, it's going to
the
go
waterway.
fly off here.
And this
in
is a
minute.
huge port. This isn't just like the city of Tacoma, Washington. This is the port of Tacoma. So this is
Tacoma.
where all their main shipments and stuff come through. Is through this port right here.
Okay, so I saw a flash in here. That must be it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it's a fair
That's
distance
fine.
away from the camera now, you see.
So I doubt that you're even allowed to fly drones around this. I bet you $1 million there's probably a geofence around this whole area, just because there's so many sites that are going to be off limits of flying drones and stuff like that because of all.
Yeah, that looks like it's flapping as it's taken off there.
Yeah, you can see it.
You can see it sort of flapping.
Stuff they're carrying and bringing in.
There you go,
Everything that has to go through
flap,
customs and
flap,
stuff.
flap, flap, taken off, and you can see another little smaller bird up here. Another bird
Yeah,
here. There's another bird over here as well.
Yeah. It's a bird, mate.
Yeah, but like I said, amazing video, and I really want to thank
Still
Vega for
flipping
sending me
down
this. I mean, this is exactly what we're looking for here on UFO Proof.
You got to remember, this guy's meant to be a debunker. Far from it. He's meant to be skilled debunker, right? He's got no critical finger in his goof, one would say.
It's the best kind of UFOs, and that's the only kind we bring you. Is kick-ass UFOs. We don't bring you no fucking crap. We bring you the real fucking deal.
Yeah, so
now,
I'm just getting sick of hearing about him. It's a bit hard to keep listening to that swearing all the time, isn't it? So it's just not my cup of tea at all.
Let's break it down, and I want to show you what Eagle Eye noticed.
So this will be good. So he's zooming in for us. So we got zoom of a zoom. So let's see
now
how
look
it goes.
at this shit. Now this shit goes appearing along with...
Alright, so this is the bird here. Starting to look more like a bird.
With the video. I bet
You know, it could be a pelican, this one, because I think there were two different birds we were looking at.
you didn't see that shit, huh? Did you guys notice this shit?
Oh look, I can see the wing. I can see the wing flapping. This is a pelican, I think.
No, you
Pelican
didn't.
one.
Because pelicans dive into the
But I'm
water.
telling you, every time there's a major UFO sighting, a good UFO video, if you look around throughout the video, you will see other anomalies and shit happen.
It's turned towards the
These
camera,
motherfuckers never
gliding
travel
down.
alone.
Look, you can see the wingspan.
This guy is dropping UFOs left and right, and we don't even see it.
It's heading down. It's gliding down to the water now.
The only reason we're able to pick it up now is because the camera is happened to catch it at certain frames, so you'll be able to see it in a single frame. Look at this thing just fucking disappear like that. Look at the thing down at the bottom. See him?
It's because it's flapping its wings and it's less surface area to reflect. When it flaps its wing, it becomes smaller, right? When the wings get closer to the body, so it doesn't reflect light back to the sensor of the camera. This is the same as that Ute Falcon one that I debunked, and people saying, "No, it's a UFO, UFO." No, it's not. It's a Falcon diving and turning.
So the human eye seems at 24.9 frames a second. Okay, that's how many frames your eye sees in reality. All right, so yeah, you wouldn't see as clear as 60 frames.
It looks like a pelican.
That's why it looks so cool on TV. All right, so if you have objects that are moving well beyond that speed,
I can see black
it can get
bits
to
in
the
it
point
as well
where
as
you
white
don't
bits.
see it at all. You might only see a flash
Here it
or
comes.
a
It's
simple
gliding
glimpse
down
of it,
in
a single
circles,
frame of it for a
alright.
second, and your eyes aren't even going to interpret that as anything. Look at the black spots disappearing like that.
It's blurry.
I mean, what could be causing that?
There's a black bird. Did you see the black bird coming down here as well? There's a black bird that was flying past.
Following along with the UFO.
Down here, I think.
And then at times it seems to be going off by itself. So I believe these are possibly coming off of the UFO, and the camera is simply capturing them in a single frame.
Okay, so was that the bird coming down here, or did it fly away further? Or was that just another bird that's coming to frame? So they sort of lost track of it, watching it. Then they pick up another bird.
Because of maybe how fast they're moving.
I don't think it was the same one, was it? Hang on, let's just see.
Absolutely incredible. Now she's trying to get back in get it back into view here.
Okay,
and,
there's bugs or birds flying around too here.
I doubt she even noticed them.
Here we go. Definitely a bird there on the water. Look.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's see. There's a bird up here. So look, I'll see if I zoom in on it. There you go. Look, pelican.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a baby pelican or a seagull or duck, but it's definitely a bird of some sort. We'll see if we can figure it out. And what's that down here? What's that there? Is that a high mast light there?
It look like birds in bushes and trees.
Or it could be a floating platform for him, a bird's sanctuary there. It's hard to know, isn't it? Without actually
The
getting...
bush, the trees
Could be-
or some kind.
Could be a
Top of
bush
trees.
with... Yeah, it could be a bush and they got 4 of them dangling on it.
And there's one at the top near the right hand side, towards the right.
There you go, it's a bird in the water.
Yep.
Now
Oh,
I've slowed
there's
it
another one
down here
there.
a lot.
See, there's 2 up there and there's another one down here.
Now, so you can definitely see. Now this thing is in the water. This is, you know,
not the
as before in the video.
It's not even the same object. It's not even the same bird. The bird that he was following was way up there.
Might mistake. Okay, well maybe it's right above the water.
Here we go.
And it's
Here it
hydroplaning.
is. Here's the bird. Another one.
Wrong. As you can see here, it is clearly in the fucking water.
That's what birds do.
And you can see little things are coming off of it. But you only see them for a single frame or two. That's why I've really
Little
had to slow
things
it
coming
down.
off it.
This thing's in the water, totally going against the current.
I don't see little things coming off it, unless it's bugs flying past the
What
camera.
it reminds me of is the Homeland Security video in Puerto Rico, where the Department of Homeland Security catches
UFO proof
their
is
object flying
useless.
across the airport and going from.
Oh, look, you can see its head ducking into the water as it's swimming. It's dipping down to get fish.
To the water, then splitting into 2. And basically, you're getting the same thing here. It's going from the air to the water and then splitting into 2 or splitting into multiple other UFOs.
It's stuck in its head underwater. Look, it's going underwater to grab a fish. There's one. That's a typical duck or swan or pelican just flapping along, drifting along like a boat. Look, that one's just
Look at this
swimming
thing
along.
go. Oh, under the.
Anyway, I don't know if I can listen to that twit anymore. I'm not sure where you got that from, but it's definitely UFO. It is not. So let's see if we can find. Was it tobacco or tobacco? Tocoma. I'm just trying to think how to spell it. Tocoma, Washington, Port Birds. Let's see what we can find out. Images. Could be a seagull even. I never thought about seagull. But they look too big. So I just wonder if they got pelicans like you say. So what have we got? So they have got artificial bird roosts for them. You know, that thing I saw in the tree could have been... here we go. Bird bathing. So they got various things set up for them.
Yeah.
Birds bathing. It doesn't look like birds there though. There must be some decent pictures of bird life there. Come on. That's all shipping. We're not interested in shipping. We want a closer view of the sea life. Oh, here we go. So what's that thing? Birds of Washington. That one looks like a wader. Oh look, we've got some pictures.
Yeah, that's shallow water, isn't it?
Yep. Okay, so they got a few wildlife there. So let's just click that one. Let's see if we can nail this one completely. We want to know if there's pelicans here. Okay, what have we got list here? Status. Okay, we got Emperor Goose, so it could be a possibility. Snow Goose. Snow Goose, that's going to be very white. Ross's Goose. Greater White Fronted Goose, that sounds really good. Crackling Goose. That would probably be the right size. Trumpeter Swan, yeah, there we go. Tourist Swan. American Widgeon, whatever that is, a pigeon. Green-tailed, red-haired, duck, there you go. Great, it's got all the right ones, yeah. Have you got Pelican at all is the question. Let's have a look. Wild turkey. So what was the head in there? Turkeys, patron. Okay, so these are going to be land things, aren't they? Swifts, black swift. They're going to be little tiny birds. Cranes. They're big, aren't they? Sandhill crane.
Yeah.
Locally.
But they'd be standing up in the water, wouldn't they? Because they've got long legs, haven't they?
Yeah. Arctic breeding populations, winter flock. Yeah, let's see if we can. There's no click links for pictures. We need need a site with pictures, you dumb, useless people. Well, it's a lot of things here that it could easy match, right? I would have thought Pelican would have been in the list, actually. I can't see Pelican, but swan, ducks. And of course you got the old seagull as well. So never forget about the old seagull, they're everywhere. So, what was that one again? I was trying to highlight, I forgot the name already. You're sort of cutting out the
snow goose. Yeah.
You're cutting out there. Can you just drop in and out going there? That normally fixes it on your Jitsi. I'll see if I can find where it was. There's just so much here. There's like hundreds and hundreds of birds. Can you just drop out your Jitsi and drop it back in? That should fix the problem with the audio breaking up. I'm not too sure why that happens. Where was it? I thought I had highlighted it. Yeah, that's better.
Yep. That's okay.
For some reason, it just clips off sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it's UK's ISPs are crap. What was the one I was trying to highlight now? I forgot what it was called. I've lost it in my mind. It wasn't a swan. What was it now?
Snow goose. It's a goose, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't snow goose. No, it wasn't snow goose. It was some other one.
Near the beginning.
It wasn't snow goose. It wasn't snow goose. Which was it called now? I can't seem to find it anymore. I want to look it up, see what it looked like. There's a lot of news. There's even Canadian geese there, but I saw it. Albatross. They're quite big. Short-tailed albatross. Black-footed albatross. This is just crazy amount of birds they got there. Come on, mouse, don't play up on me. There we go, picture of it. It's got a big wingspan. Looks very much like a big bird, but big what do you call it? Big seagull. Could it be that coming in, gliding down on air currents? Looks pretty big, but not very white, is it? So we got snow goose as well. Let's have a look at that one.
Canada goose, wasn't it? I think it was.
Yeah, I think they're more black and white, but still it could be a Canadian goose. Here we go, look at that. That looks really like what we saw in the picture with the black wingtips happening.
Yeah.
Easy, look. That's even got the same sort of thing that was in the water with the other one that we saw. There was two different types of birds there. One was smaller than the other. What was the other one I was looking for though? So that's goose.
Was it the crane? The Sandhill crane, was it, you said?
Ah, right, that was it. That was it. Sandhill crane.
Sandhill crane.
That definitely looks promising. Look how big the sucker is.
Yeah.
And look how white it is there.
Yeah. And the size of the wings as well.
But it would be good to get a video of something that's a wildlife. We need to keep looking. Do they have pelicans here? Let's have a look. Washington.
I haven't seen pelicans at all.
I'll just get rid of port because it's putting too many port pictures in. How do you spell pelican? Pelican. No, it's not going to be spelled that way.
P-E-L.
Yeah,
P-E-L.
that's going to correct it for
That's
us.
it there. Yeah.
So that looked like definitely
Right.
look closer to what we were
Yeah.
seeing in the picture.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so does it say it's in Washington though? If any of these in Washington, definitely looks similar to what's in the picture.
So
Here we
let's
go.
dive in now, look.
Brown pelicans in Washington.
Mm.
So they do have pelicans here too. There you go, that looks like it. That looks very close to what the video is, so you blurred them out. As it was flying down, right?
Yeah.
When you get the one where he was pausing and zooming it in. Let's see, has he got any more pictures of it? See, there's the little black ends on it, right? The wingspan. Do you see that? Wingspan.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's the wingspan, the little black bits.
Yeah. That's it, you got it. That's the one.
But where's Puget Sound? Is that close to... let's just check it out. Someone that lives there will know. Pacific Northwest. America's a big place. Whereabouts is that exactly? Northwest. That's further up. Oh no, Washington. There you go. State of Washington. There you go. They live there.
Yeah, that's it, you got it then.
I think so. I think we got it. There's enough birds to choose from. So we reckon that some of them were pelicans and some of them were the snow goose. Because it looked very much like a big seagull. So let's just see if we can get some pictures of the birds. Seabirds. Port. How do I spell it again? Tocoma. Let's see what comes up. Just a girl. Here we go. Someone's put seagull here on this one. Let's have a look.
Seabirds.
I'll catch up in the side chat in a minute, guys. We're sort of concentrating on researching this properly, not just telling you it's a UFO. UFO comes after we've excluded every other possibility. Yeah, so what do we got? So they've got a grey and white seagull. Okay. And it tells you how they migrate. And whereabouts is America here? That's China.
That's China.
And there's
That's
Washington, is it? Now what's that there? That's not Washington. Washington's over here, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it flies right across. It'd be good to see a video of some pelicans at that port, just to nail it home. Where's the video gone? Mass seagull deaths, port. There you go. Variety of wildlife at port Tocoma. Is that spelt right? Maybe I spelled it wrong.
Tacoma.
Oh no, it's spelled different down here too. Look, they spelled it wrong here and correct there. I did spell it right. Okay.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah.
Tocoma. Watching hawks, salmon, and other critters. What you mean, the UFO critters? So is that a video there? Is it? It's not seem to be doing anything.
I didn't write up.
You must turn off your ad blocker. Oh well. It's one of these ones that trying to sabotage you. It's not going to go. Damn it. It's gone too big too. We might have to find another site. They won't let you read it unless you want to be. Oh, alright, I got rid of it. It worked. Okay, see what this one's got. It.
Currently, we are watching 4 bald eagles having a late.
We're not interested in eagles. We want to see the wild sea life.
Around here.
So that one's not going to be any good to us. Damn it. It looked promising. Red tail. What's this one here? Seagulls. I don't think it's seagulls though. Endangered bird. Loggers both getting from new plan. Okay, what's that one? Oh, right, another newspaper one. That's not going to be any good. That's the same place. Let's put in Pelican then. I think it's pretty much conclusive, I think, but we'll just move on in a minute and look for. Yeah, my eyes are not that great again, I'm afraid. I should use the voice, maybe. Actually, let's see if it works. It's got a voice thing here. Maybe I should just try it and see if it works. Please check your microphone. It doesn't work. No. Pelican. It used to work. I don't know why it doesn't work anymore.
Works with microphone.
Let's go into the right place. Cable B. Allow on Google. Done. Yeah, I think Google sabotaged it for Brave. It works under Chrome, doesn't work under Brave.
Yeah.
They keep sabotaging Brave because they don't like it. Because it undoes all their spyware that add into it. Pelican, there we go. There you go. Is that the right place? So let's have a look. There's probably a boat called Pelican or something, probably.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. Feels like
Man, we don't care. We just want to see this pelican. Oh no, what is it? Pelican, it's some sort of scientific thing, is it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Some advertising. You'd think it'd be easy. There'd be a lot of bird watchers out there posting up stuff, wouldn't you? Cargo cases.
Pelican bird.
I think we've solved it. I think we just need to massive cranes arriving at port. Here we go. Friday. So we don't know when that video was done, do we? We have no idea because we got no source video. So let's have a look at this one. Oh right, they're talking about cranes, not bird cranes. Damn it! I just saw the picture of it then. Looks like we might have to put bird in there. One last try. It might have to be another day. If you can find something, then we can just recap it. It's one of these ones that takes a lot of time to research. Here we go. There might be something here. Saying goodbye to Big Bird. The rescued pelican. Is it in the right place though? Doesn't say Washington or anything in the name there. Florida. Okay, Washington then. Just to make sure it comes up.
Got
Oh, jeez, I
Washington DC underneath.
can't see.
It's got Washington underneath.
Oh, I didn't see. There we go. Newest climate refugees, I reckon. Let's have a look. Maybe this is the one. Well, it looks like the one we saw in the water.
Look at the beaks.
There we go. Although it's very low, not high up. Damn it. Puget Sound, we've already confirmed that was
Matt Kirschbaum and Sue
in the
Eiler
right
have a
area.
We watch all the species that are here.
There we go. Let's have a watch. We don't
4-foot
listen to you.
wingspans
That's
and
the
long
one.
orange bills.
Yeah, there it is.
That's
That's
the
it.
one. That's the
They're
one.
different
There
from
they
brown
go.
pelicans, a more common summer
That's
visitor
what we're
to
seeing in the
Washington.
video. And there's
Those
some
are the
small
ones
ones
that
there
dive for
too.
fish.
Small
White
other
pelicans
birds
take a
there.
team approach to feeding.
Oh, yeah, they're doing the synchronized swimming, the ballet. Yes, they are.
Yeah, we saw them
That's
dipping
cool.
their head in the water,
At
didn't we?
first, they counted just a handful
Yeah.
of pelicans.
Then we had like
You
30.
got it there.
Some of their best protected breeding grounds have gone dry.
Yeah, there's a lot of seagulls there too.
Which was a lot of white birds flying
With
around,
their
smaller ones
9-foot
as well.
wingspans and long orange bills.
They're just bizarre. I mean, in a neat way.
They're different from brown pelicans.
Here we go. So these ones are less white.
More common
Brown
summer
pelicans,
visitor to
is it?
coastal Washington.
So there's a lot of different birds here.
Those are the ones that dive for fish.
Oh, look at that.
White
That's what's
pelicans
same in the
take a
video.
team approach to
Yeah,
feeding.
see, they're white.
Ah, stuff it. That's it.
Them ones are all white.
Yeah. So if you want to take
We
it
nailed it.
further, if you want to have a look at that
Nailed it.
video again, I'll just give you a link to it, even though I don't like promoting fraud channels. That's the only source we can find so far. UFO Proof. Pelican UFO, apparently. Damn, we're good at this stuff, aren't we? Okay, let's just
Yes. Too good.
let's just have a skim of the things. What did I miss? Okay, you're on Jitsi, good. Tech issues. I agree. Some drunk people out in the yard. Windows 10.6. Almost seems computers are designed to corrupt. I hope it's working alright now though. It seems alright this end. Eric,
Let's have a
Alan
look at
and
it,
Eric
so.
too. What's this? Message deleted. Hello Joe, how's it going? He sure is causing a lot.
Cussing, he's talking about the swearing in the video.
Alright, cursing, yep.
I think, yeah.
Cursing
Yeah.
about birds. I curse like a sailor. It's very hard to listen to though if every second word's the F word though. Is there that meth head
There's no need for
looking
it, is there?
UFO proof?
Hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't eat but he lives on meth. I suppose a good way to diet, I suppose. That's him. Washington State on the east side of USA, opposite from where Washington DC is. Yeah, but there's also a place called Washington up near Oregon, isn't there? So that always gets confusing. There's two places in America that always sounds similar. You know, like New York is in New York State, but there's also New York City.
Like we
So-
found London and we found Manchester in the
Manchester and London and USA are all things.
Yeah. We've got us confused in the last video.
So if we type in Washington, there's Washington, UK. Even. Let's see.
America.
Washington DC and Washington USA. So if you
Ireland.
click on,
And
you click
Ireland.
on just click on that one, see where it goes to. And is that on the west, or that's on the west coast, isn't it? There it is up there.
But it
Yeah,
was
what was-
pointing up there, wasn't it?
And there's a
That
Washington, DC, isn't there, down this way? So, what's coast are you saying it's on there? Washington State is on the east side of USA. But that's on the west side, isn't it? So where Washington DC is located. Washington State. So what's that called then? That's Washington, isn't it? Washington.
Yeah. Washington.
And is there a Washington over this way? Just to confuse the hell out of people. Where's the Washington over this way? Virginia. There you go, Washington. And that's got a lot of bays around there. So where's where's this port? Which side is that port on? Let's just find out. The more I do this, the more I will know America. Tacoma. Here we go. Port of Tacoma. I think this is on up the top left, isn't it? Let's go there. Okay. That looks like it. It's a build-up place.
There'll be plenty of Pelicans around there with the boats around, won't there?
Yeah, so whereabouts are we going? So it looks like a big place here. So they would have been filming from this part of the land over here. Watching the birds fly, or over here, watching the birds fly. So keep on going out, see whereabouts we are on the map. Seattle, so that's on the west coast, isn't it? Vancouver is up there.
Yeah.
So now we know where it is. It's over this side, not down this side. Is that what you're thinking, Susan, or what? Have I got it? No, it was Joe, was it? Was it Susan or Joe that was saying that?
Susan.
It's district. Yeah, I know, but if you say Washington, people always think about DC outside America. But yeah, they caught me out a few times. Why do they have two Washingtons in the country? Doesn't make sense. You know, you would think Washington DC would be in Washington, wouldn't you? The district of Washington being Washington State. But we know where it is now.
People get confused with their mail a few times, then, won't they? Sending parcel.
Yeah. So let's get out of this. I think we solved it here. Never saw any proof that that thing ever went into the water. No wake. Well, actually, if you zoom in enough, you could just see a wake on some of them swimming around. So out of focus, though, wasn't it? Obviously, it wasn't filmed with a P1000 camera with a proper zoom on it. It's just amazing. You film any birds flying around and make it blurry, you'll think you could easily make a UFO video, right?
Space station. That's no bird. That's a space station. What?
Some people talk utter crap, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep. Fantastic video. Crazy, isn't it? I bet the video, the original video doesn't say UFO, it says birds of Washington or something like that. The original video, someone's turned it into a UFO video. It looks like a scoop on a helicopter.
Look like a helicopter.
These people just don't have any clue, right? It's clearly a bird. Okay, what's someone said here? Ducks don't typically descend vertically. Well, we saw they weren't. They were sort of spiraling around in a circle there.
Yeah.
And then they lost contact and they started filming the other birds in the water. Why does no one ever get to video this stuff with a actual camera. Spud cameras are everywhere. It's an orb. That's incredible.
Oh,
Good catch, proof. They're all con jobs, these guys. So anyone else say it was a bird apart from one? They probably got deleted. I didn't see any other bird mentions. Any bird mentions here? Oh, sure.
that's a bird.
Oh, here we go. At first, I was thinking there's no bird.
Yeah,
that's
that
a
one.
space station. That's the only
No,
other
that's
thing for. I'm not sure if he's taking the piss there or not. He might be taking the piss, that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's done with that guy. You said he put up another video, or are you talking about some other guy?
No, UFO man I was talking about.
Right.
Not UFO.
UFO man puts them up, knocks them out every day.
Yeah, well, he's made this himself.
He'll be putting out more. So you look here, look. You can see the wing flap that he's done here on this little... That's definitely a bird.
Yeah.
Anyway. I spent enough time on that one. An hour debunk on that one. Okay, what are you saying down the side here? Oh, there's that plop plop noise. Turning down the master volume. Yeah, if I say Washington, I think Washington State. Yeah, okay. Well, you're American, you're used to it, probably. There's two of everything. Very true. Yeah, Washington State. Okay, we just proved that with the map anyway. Yeah. We're pretty thorough on this channel. We don't guess. So we try to back up what we think, you know. So on to UFO Stalker cases. And this one here. It's quite a big blurb on it. I'll just use the
and examining them with a magnifying glass, I was totally stunned to see what appeared to be a large UFO with many small varied shaped of objects surrounding it.
Hello, Paul. Your sound's all breaking up, Paul.
Anybody there? Hey, we got you.
Hello, Paul.
Yeah, something strange happened.
You went out. You went out altogether. Just everything all froze up on the screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
nobody could hear you talking.
It froze up here and the mixer stopped working.
Yeah.
I
It sounds right
sometimes
now.
I think there's something faulty with this laptop now. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just my luck.
Susan said that was down.
I always have bad laptops for some reason.
Yeah.
Did it actually read out? Did you hear any of the reading? Because I thought the reader had stopped working.
A little tiny bit of it. We didn't hear it all.
Let's
just
try
like
again
come
and
into
see
about
what happens.
halfway. Yeah.
Okay, we'll try again and see what happens.
Filled out and filed at MUFON HQ by field investigator. 2 color photos
sounds
and
fine.
2 documents sent in with
Is that
paper
loud
report.
enough?
One
That's
document
fine.
is permission to reprint photo, the other is a letter from a GH who forwarded this report to MUFON HQ. The event date was 2017, so I had to make up a date for the report. I was photographing clouds backlit by a full moon about 9 to 10 p.m. I did not see nor was I aware of anything but the beautiful
something screwed up
clouds.
here.
When I had the pictures developed, I noticed the brown spots in the photos and set
What
them
the
aside,
hell?
considering them ruined by the developers. 2 years later I
What's
came
going
across
on
them
there?
and examining them with a magnifying glass I was totally stunned to see what appeared to be a large UFO with many small varied
Stupid
shaped of
alien.
objects
You're not meant to be
surrounding
reading
it.
it out. Hello. How did
Hello.
that even work? Hello.
We
Hello.
could hear it fine.
I think there's something wrong with my alien. It's reading out.
It's reading you now.
Yes, I don't know. Something strange going on here. Yeah, let me just. Oh, let's crash now. That was a bad one. Let me just get that back up. The Men in Black have got me again. Hang on, we'll get there.
Always little niggles all the time. Just keep
As soon as you
plowing
get
through it.
Oh, something screwed up here really badly. Hang on. Let me just fix it all up. I think. Let's see if it finishes. Unbelievable. What the hell's it doing? No. Ah, it's come back. Might be alright then. Oh, we're almost up to 390 now. We've got a problem here, Houston. Yeah, so let's sort this out again. Let's the alien head back to normal. Someone took it over. Okay, it shouldn't read out as far as I'm concerned. I think I programmed it right, but maybe something else is screwed up with Windows.
I didn't take it over.
It's not too bad if it reads out though, but it's kind of strange.
Filled out and filed at MUFON HQ by
it's
field
working now.
investigator. 2 color
Really
photos
weird stuff
and 2
going on, I
documents
tell
sent
you.
in with paper report. One document is permission to reprint photo, the other is a letter from a GH who forwarded this report to MUFON HQ. The event date was 2017, so I had to make up a date for the report. I was photographing clouds backlit by a full moon about 9 to 10 p.m. I did not see nor was I aware of anything but the beautiful clouds. When I had the pictures developed, I noticed the brown spots in the photos and set them aside, considering them ruined by the developers. 2 years later I came across them and examining them with a magnifying glass I was totally stunned to see what appeared to be a large UFO with many small varied shaped of objects surrounding it.
Okay, so is this the photograph? Let's save it and see if we can zoom in. What's that dark band here though?
I've not seen this before.
No, it's a UFO Stalker case. None of us have seen it before. First time seeing it.
Yeah.
Hopefully the computer stays steady now. I better got to open up the folder here, so that's gonna could go wrong. Come on. The CPU's not peaking as bad as it was the other day though, so we might have that solved. There's something strange going on with the USBs on this computer since the update. Well, since the last 2 Windows updates, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's zoom it in. There's always something, isn't it, with computer technology. Okay, it does seem to be little white blobs on this, but how are we looking at? It looks like a normal photograph that's been snapshot with a digital camera. Got a strange angle or something here. A white bit there. Yeah,
Looks like the edge of the picture. Looks like the edge of the picture, doesn't it?
Is it taken inside a car? What's that scratch on the thing here? So what year did he say this was? Is it like a really old photograph? No, he's cropped it, you see. And I'm not too sure why he's added that in, but I used it as my thumbnail. And what's that, letter of some sort? What the hell is that even saying there? So we might have to save those images and have a read on, so we can zoom in. It might have been an old paper case that I added into the database to make it computerized.
Yeah. Susan said, "Welcome to the Twilight Zone."
Welcome to the Out There channel. It always seems to have problems. But I haven't got high spec machines like all these other rich people out there, rich UFO channels. Okay, what does this say here? Looks like an old case thing submitted, isn't it? He's put his address on there. That should have been blurred out, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Address there, is it? Should have been blurred out. Who also holds copyright? Common copyright of the photograph. Is these the files that maybe MUFON has scanned in from another person? You know, they were buying another database.
Yeah.
Maybe the person's died, so they don't care. Maybe his address is shown. 2017. A lot of copyright messages here. But when you submit it to MUFON, you lose your copyright because it says that as soon as you upload it. Because they don't want no lawsuits, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what can we do with this thing? What the hell are we looking at here?
Lord knows. Is that supposed to be the underside or top or what?
Is it like a flying wing here? Don't know. Kind of looks like a dark wing that's going this way. Like one of those crescent wings they talk about, right?
Yeah.
But then again, this could be just clouds with gaps in it, you know? It just looks like a wing. It does look like it's got reflections here. I don't know what all this stuff here is. And what that's going up there. But there's little white dots everywhere. Obviously, that's what he's referring to. Because in that diagram, he had like a circle with white windows going around. It's a bit confusing, this one, isn't it?
I can't make that out.
And what's he got else here? So is that the same picture or is it a different one? So there's no dark circle on that one. Is that the UFO there? Seems to have a
There's
line
another one
going
on the
through
left
it.
hand. There's two more on the left hand side of that picture.
Oh, what happened there? Something crazy happened there when I was looking at that. Yeah, I've lost it. Alright, there we go. So he's drawing a picture here. Is that meant to be representing what's in the photograph? That stringy bit going up? And he's saying the whole thing is a UFO? Is that what he's saying?
It sounds like it.
I'm not seeing it myself. That picture looks nothing like the drawing. To me, it looks like a bunch of birds or balloons flying past. And that looks like a hair on the scratch of a slide, you know? Like someone scratched it or got a hair on the slide when they processed it. And that circle might be what he was trying to take a picture of. But it is a very confusing image. And it doesn't beat a video, does it? A video is the way to go.
It could even be a button.
Yeah, it could be a fake. Seems a lot of effort to do that, though. It could be a real UFO, right? Or it could be a flying wing that's got a circular bit here, see?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a big wing. That everybody's talking about these big motherships, you know, with the lights, and maybe the little ones are actually little orb UFOs. It could be actually a legit sighting, but it's just another crappy photograph, right? Anyway, I think that's all we can do with it. There's not much to go on here.
Wish we got a better picture. Wish we got a better picture.
So, let's just have a skim through this one. It's 2017, yeah, we saw that in the... Now, what's going on? Seems to keep selecting that. I'll just close that down. It's like something's clicking the picture for me. Probably got some damn hacker. 2007. So I had to make up the date of the reports. Eh?
That's what I was thinking when you first went through that. Make up date.
2 colour photos and 2 documents. I think the other one looks like it's been cropped in on a digital camera to me. I wouldn't say it was a photograph, but maybe it is. Okay, we'll have a re-look at that. Maybe he zoomed in and took a photograph or something that he was trying to focus on.
Well, he said he was taking a photograph of the moon. Photographic clouds back by the full moon between 9 and 10 p.m. He said he wasn't aware of anything but the beautiful clouds. When I had the pictures developed, I noticed the brown spots in the photos and set them aside, considering them ruined by the developers. 2 years later, I came across them and examined them with a magnifying glass, and I was totally stunned to see what appeared to be a large UFO with many small varied shape of objects surrounding it.
So where's the moon and where's this UFO? So let's have a look again. So
you see the moon?
Is that the moon?
No, I can't even see the moon.
Or is the moon behind the cloud? And what's that there? To me it looks like a scratch.
I have no idea.
It looks like that's been overlaid on top here.
Yeah.
But that does look like a circular object there. Could it be a balloon? A weather balloon?
Like I said before, it looks to me like a button with a bit of cotton hanging off it.
Yeah, it could be. Let's have a look. So where's the moon in this one? This is a second photograph, apparently.
With his photographing the moon, it's not even in the picture.
But it looks like he's got his finger in the way here. Looks like a finger and a finger to me, but I don't know.
Or a tree, or a big tree.
Yeah, it could be a tree, couldn't it?
Yeah.
To me, that looks like where the moon would be, the full moon, because look how bright that is there.
Right, that white to the clouds is, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the white dots, he's talking about black dots, but I don't see black dots. There is a couple of black dots, but I see a lot of white dots. Doesn't make any sense.
And the brown bits. And the brown bits near the top, left-hand side.
Brown bits, brown bits.
Top left-hand side, there.
It kind of looks like birds to me, though, or bats. You know, bats in the sky.
Yeah.
That looks like a load of seagulls flocking around something there, right?
Yeah.
And because it's a bright night, they're able to see where they're going. But what's that thing there? Is that what he's talking about? It's that little circular thing up there. It kind of does look like a UFO. See that there? Yeah. And it's got that that's what he's drawing. See that line coming down? Really strange. And he's saying it's got little circular ports on it. I can't quite point at it because I ain't got the mouse. But does look like some sort of crazy UFO that's got a sort of like a cutout on it. Could that be our first UFO, actual UFO on MUFON database? Finally. It's pretty crappy though, isn't it? Does look like it's got a... Oh, something happened there. Something happened.
We've got a clear picture we could confirm, couldn't we?
Well, let's save that one, but that first one, we should be able to see it in this first one too. Is it more of that black circle that we saw? I think I closed it down now, didn't I? Let's just save it and zoom in again. Now, you never know what you find on the MUFON database. Hey, Vincent, how's it going? 66 black. I'll just have a read on the side here. Whoop, here we go. Yep, that's the thing in the drawing. Yep, it is, yeah. I have to agree with Eric. Garbage reflections. Yeah, I think there are some reflections on there and some birds. But what's the big circular thing? It's kind of strange. Peeped your security video. Tyler is really a fraud. Yep. We've known that for 4 years. That's why I set up the channel. Okay. I got accused of actually trying to set him up, believe it or not. So I made the live 218 where I just got the video straight off YouTube and used a pitch shifter. So live 218, if you still don't believe me, go and watch that one because that sort of nails it. Watch it to the 50-minute mark and that's pretty much all you need to do, really. So we got the images now. Let's just zoom on this UFO here because it looks interesting, I must admit, but it's pretty garbage, really, as everybody was saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's this here? It looks like a line going across here. Could that be a plane contrail? Looks like a line or a strange cloud that's just gone. See, that kind of looks like it could be birds or bats. Little white dots, I don't know. Could be a bunch of balloons. Could be UFOs. would be good to see a video of this whole scene, wouldn't it? To see what the guy was seeing. Look, they're everywhere, these things.
Yeah.
But it's got that sort of curvature here, like bats or something gliding air currents. But this is definitely his drawing here. So he's got a circular bit here. And he's saying there's little portholes going around. But what the hell is this thing here?
Oh dear.
Okay, so if it was someone that released some sort of fake in the sky, could it be some sort of kite? Could that be like the tail of a kite that's sort of wrapped around? You know, that could be some. That could be what it is. You know, looks like one of those circular kites, and that's the tail that was meant to be down here.
Yeah, and it's swung up around it.
Maybe we're not seeing where it's connected to here. This might be an optical illusion. But why would you? If that's meant to be a night shot, though, isn't it? Is it? What time of day? He didn't say what.
So it was night because he's taking a picture of the moon.
Yeah, it said night, but not what time.
Yeah, between 9 and 10 p.m. 9 and 10 p.m.
9 and 10 p.m. That's pretty light full moon. That's pretty good overexposure there, then, wouldn't it be? See, I'm not too familiar with film, old camera film. Brown spots the photo, get them aside, considering they ruined by the developers, eh? Ruined by developers 2 years later. And there's brown spot, and then set them aside. What appears to be a large UFO with many varied shape of objects surrounding it. Still could be a man-made thing, right? So
could have been mistaken the development.
Could it be one of these flying wings? Let's have a look at that first one again. And that's not it. See, I'm more interested in what that darkness there is.
It's just the way the clouds are or something, I don't know.
You see here...
An opening in the clouds.
This one looks more disc-like. See that? You got...
yeah.
And this thing is now upside down to the other photograph.
Yes,
that looks like where the porthole was, and it's not actually a porthole. Looks like it's like a clear front bit. Does look like a flying disc, you know. But that looks very much like one of those government patent ones. You know, you remember seeing my patents where it had like the jet engine in the middle.
Yeah.
And it had a lot of air vents around the outside to suck in air as well.
Yeah.
And what the hell this is, I don't know. Well, we might have first got our first unknown here.
Could that be a light of some kind? Or exhaust, like exhaust system? Coming from that light part at the top? You know, like an exhaust blowout?
Don't know. There's certainly a lot of UFOs if that's birds or something, you know. Yeah. But maybe that's the first true UFO we've got in the MUFON database here. Now let's run it through some enhancements. Now we sort of understand what we're looking at.
I said that could be a beam coming down from that light source.
So you reckon that's a light here, and it's shining. It's a kind of strange beam, though, isn't it?
Just picking up water.
But look how dog leg it is here. It's bent.
Yeah.
The only other thing it could be is some sort of kite, and that's some sort of tail fin that's sort of gone wrong. And it's sort of flipped upwards, because that might be where the tail is meant to be, going this direction. but it's actually bent and flying down this way, so the tail's gone back downwards here. Don't know, it could be someone's crazy RC thing, maybe. Who knows? But it definitely is a UFO. You know, whether it's alien or not, we don't know. So let's just run both of those. So I'll do the second one this time. Now, it's quite exciting when you get something that's different for a change. Okay, we got some activity on the chat, have we? Shelley's back with us, is she?
Susan said it looks like a shower head.
Well, that thing is really freaky looking when you zoom in, yeah.
It looks like a shower head.
That's true, it does. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. It does look like a shower head, and it does look like a thing coming down from it. A hose pipe. Yeah. So could it be an elaborate fort? It could well be, you know. You look busy. I had 3 beer busies. What's that mean? Shelley, you don't make sense sometimes. Okay. So we want to focus just on that bit there, wasn't it? If I can see. New image. They'll probably end up on the 3rd phase of the moon. The Dream Team will be looking at and analysing it. They'll say, oh, that out there channel's found something really good. We got to use it. We know they lurk and watch what I do.
Put your claim on it now if it is real. So
yeah, looks like I cut it off a wee bit too much there. I will just stick with that first, and the thing is, one photograph's got it opposite around, so as it's spinning around, and that thing sort of, it could be spinning around, you see, and that thing's moved around 180 times he's taken another snap.
Yeah.
It could be just elaborate fake, of course. Almost got the whole thing in there. It's not too bad. Hey, let's try the brightness. You can see how everything, the whites fade away at roughly all the same. You know it's not a hoax. See that? All fades away. Well, it should be smoother than that. The brightest white should be the last to disappear. Except for my CPU's not playing ball with me. Oh yeah, so you can see it's got a defined shape to it here now, look. And what we thought was a cutout is, look, actually the cloud is covering it here, look. So it's definitely coming out of the clouds. And it kind of looks less like a beam now. Does look like it's got dimension to it. Could be a shower head. Doesn't kind of fit a shower head though, because this pipe is a crazy sized pipe. If that's the case, it's starting off thicker and going skinnier and skinnier.
Shower heads come in different shapes as well.
It's interesting. One of our most interesting cases we've had so far. You can definitely see a defined shape around it here. See how sharp the edges are, look, and the cloud's covering it here. And obviously some cloud cover here, look, covering it here.
Yeah.
But whatever this is, it does kind of look like a beam of light there. Now you can see how transparent it is.
Yeah, that's how I thought it would look. Like I said, we could have a UFO on hands.
You know, I think we got our first UFO picture, you know. Or another really good hoax. And you see here, it does look like a light of source of some sort. Could it be just a funny cloud, shaped cloud going that way? When you look at it like that, could it be just like an optical illusion? It looks like a beam. It's actually a cloud that's sort of broken up as the
It
things.
seems to have come out from that light source or on that disc type thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it could be the moon behind. I don't think it is the moon. You know, it looks like it could be some sort of exhaust, you know?
That's what I said. That's what I said.
It does look like some sort of exhaust when you look at that.
Yeah, like a blowout coming from an exhaust.
Could it be some experimental military patent UFO? Remember, it looks... let's see if we can match it up, maybe, with US patents. And what could be all those other things we've seen that we thought were birds? Could be actually military jets escorting it.
If them are jets, then this thing's massive. Absolutely huge.
It could be massive. It could be, indeed. Definitely looks like some sort of exhaust. Maybe something's gone wrong with it. And it's caught fire. And let's just reset that again. You know, it does look like a dirty exhaust plume. Yeah. Releasing some water vapor maybe, and it's got some dirtiness in the exhaust.
That's what I said.
If you look at my US patents episode though, that looks very similar to some I've seen before. Let's go back to it. See if it works. See if I can find it. We do spend a lot of time on this stuff, don't we? Okay, what patents?
Don't you?
So at first we thought it was just a scratched up picture and didn't think much of it. Now we're starting to think differently, you see. You go around in circles. So this one here, patents. It's got 90 UFO designs in it, and that one looks very similar to what I've seen before. But I'm not sure if you can pin it, because it's quite a long episode, 22 minutes, and it goes through 90 patents. It's one of my early ones with the old $3 microphone, so don't blame me if it sounds crap. But it was well worth doing. So let's just skim through it without playing it. So here's a UFO design. I'll just go full screen for this. And trust me. So if we look at that one, does it look very similar to what we're seeing in that picture? And you got the central hub. And you got the air vents. Little circles, right? So it's got a jet engine in the middle, right? And it's got lots of these little air vents, little holes going around the outside. You know, I reckon someone must have got something working with jet engines. Maybe a nuclear engine in it, because I can't see how a normal fuel engine would work. And of course, nuclear uses water vapor, doesn't it, for steam? So it's probably electric. There's probably a nuclear electrical engine, not actually using jet fuel. But there are other designs out there. There's a heap in here, which could be the exact match of what we're looking for. There's another UFO one. That's the top view of it. You can see these ones have got big blades. And it's got landing gear, and it's got a little dome on top where the person is. But that's like sitting on top of a big jet engine. So if they were designing this, what were they powering it with? Because that's going to take a lot of power. So this is why I think Americans got a lot of Nazi technology designs or ideas from paperclip. See, there's another typical UFO size. But that one's actually got 2 jet engines on the back to push it along.
Yeah.
And there's another one that's actually got a plane fin on it. Right. We'll just keep on skimming it. And there's a lot of designs here. There's one with a big dome on it. So this is why people always question, is it aliens or is it us copying them, or is it Nazi technology? All that sort of stuff. And that's why it's never going to go away, because we don't know the answers. So they're talking about the physics of how it makes a field around it here. Now here's a sphere one. Or it's a UFO looking on top, I don't know. Is it a sphere or is it a UFO? Looks like it has to be rotated around. Okay, probably comes around next. Rotate it around the right way. I didn't do it. Or the video glitched.
That family model looks like it can go on the road and also go into the sea. It's got some surfboards on the end.
So this is all side view, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Some of them I rotated around, some of them I didn't, obviously, because it was going to take a lot of work. It's amazing how long...
By the time I finish watching these, it's looking sideways.
To rotate it around involves a lot of mucking around on the video editor. It's amazing how much work you have to put in for a 20-minute video. This one took me probably 8 hours as it was.
Whoa. Long time.
Here we go. This one's now similar to what we've seen in the diagram, with a big hole in the middle and the little ones going around the outside.
Yeah.
You know, it could be one of these experimental craft.
What's that? The sporty model. That's what Bob Lassar saw in S4.
So that one looks like it's got a big rocket motor going through the thing. We're seeing prototypes of this before. Early probe idea, so it goes up with a camera. Here we go, look at this one.
That's more like it.
That's what I'm thinking. I think we've caught a experimental of one of these things, and it's gone wrong.
Man-made UFO.
2017 though. It's taken them that long, because these patents go back a long time. 1960s, like here you go, like 1968, that one. So these go back to the late 60s, 70s, and now it's taken 30 years to be able to get it in the sky. Maybe they needed the nuclear technology.
Yep. They took all the Germans over, didn't they? So I mean, they'd be probably getting the 70s and 80s by that time, wouldn't they?
Here's a side view of one. It looks very German.
Yeah.
This one here, look. If you rotated your head around, it's very high up, and it's got all these inlets here for some sort of propulsion. And this one's got a jet engine on the back. This is one of these sport models ones. Look, with a jet engine that flies along like a Star Trek Enterprise.
Yeah.
And what year is this one listed as? Can we see? 1996, is it? What's that say up there? 1968, maybe? 1986, I think it is. But that's a bit blurry. So, yeah. They're still mucking around with it, I reckon, in that case. And it's showing the airflow of all how the holes work here. Why would you put a patent in if it ain't gonna work? You must have had some prototype working right and then put a patent in just to protect it. And then the government took it from there. Said no, that's our technology for military use. Anyway, you can go and watch that whole episode and see if you can match it up after the show if you want to. We don't spend too long on it. But I have done quite a lot of cool episodes like that, you know. I do make content. These people saying I don't make content. It's just absolutely nuts.
I think it's the only place you can find the content, you know, because the other channels don't do it, do they?
No. Yeah, I reckon that's something gone wrong here. Okay, let's just I'm just eating some sandwich here at the moment as well. We're trying
Perhaps it was supposed to be above the clouds to get it to somewhere.
See these ones these black ones that look like flying wings. Could be stealth planes even, right? 2017. Could that be like B-2 fighters flying around?
Could be.
Or could it be scratches on the film? I think we got a combination of things happening here. It could be reflections. Some of them could be planes flying it. It looks like a black one down there. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 B-2 fighter planes by the looks of it. And the white dots could be birds that got scared. Could be some corruption on the film. And the other one seemed to have a scratch on it too, didn't it? Was it this one? One had a scratch on it. I think it was the first image, right? Let's plug that one in. But what has me going here is this big dark one behind. What the hell is that? To me, that looks like a big flying wing above it.
It's a big wing, all the clouds are opening a little bit. Just opening
up
hang
naturally. On. That plume of smoke goes in a saggy pattern. That's not a hair. That's a trail of smoke as it's going upwards. Look. Now it's starting to make more sense. That here looks like a big flying wing behind it. Maybe they didn't see it. That looks like one of these prototype ones. And it looks like a plume of smoke that's going all the way down here, which we thought was a hair. Let's rotate it around. I'll just move the alien head up here, out the way. We can talk together up there. So really you want to look at this half of the photograph here. Man, he would be in the right place at the right time to take a picture of the moon and see all this in the sky.
Good timing.
Indeed. Okay, now we're going to throw some colour filters through it and see if we can pop out what's on the screen here. So we'll just try some contrast. And you start to see if you think that's a flying wing there.
That seems strange.
That looks like a wing. But we can't see it all because the cloud's covering it. See here. Matches up. See, it's too straight. It's too straight here. And we know there's atmospherics here, so it's going to bend the light. But does that look like the edge of a big craft? Going this way, and then the other side here. Is it symmetrical? Is the question.
Matches a bit, doesn't it?
Although it does seem to be... Oh, we got the cloud covering it here. Well, let's see if we can overlay it. Let's try some other filters first, see if we can get a better image of it. See how dark it is?
Yeah.
This one's covered by... This one didn't show up until we applied the filters right, but we can't, the cloud are covering it all here. This is flying above the cloud level.
I don't suppose that could be something to do with radar that we're looking at.
Radar?
The circle thing.
No.
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 No. Just throwing it out there because I'm not sure.
Definitely looks like a large wing.
Yeah.
Come on, CPU. CPU's not going to help us. Ah. Almost lost a square bit going this way too. Edge of the wing coming in.
Yeah.
No, let's kind of mirror it. See if it matches up. So I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll try it. We'll take that and then
swing it over.
Then we'll put it back to the original colours and then paste over top and then flip it. Oh damn, it's flipping the whole thing. See, we have to do it as a layer. Damn it. There we go. I go layer Flip horizontal. Here we go. Now we got it. The first image of it. And we need to know if it lines up. So it looks like the wing was about there. You know what? It looks symmetrical.
Yeah. That looks a big plane. Yeah,
it's got a kind of a square bit going in front here. And that looks like the UFO is going up to this mothership of some sort. So it could be our first alien craft or man-made experiment.
Just saying though, if this thing there was a UFO, that was huge. That must be huge. But look at the size of that thing behind it.
Well, if the moon is here,
the size of a state or country.
It matches up the Phoenix flying wing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Americans know something more than they're telling the truth. There you go. This could be one of our best episodes ever, guys. I might have to change the title. Real UFO Found on MUFON database. And I don't think they saw this. I don't think they saw this flying wing. Because it does look like it's above the other round saucer.
Yeah. This could be dropping out of it, couldn't it?
Yep. Let's try making it a bit more transparent, see what it looks like. These guys are pretty quiet on the side. You're gonna sleep. There's something vaguely familiar, like, yes, the patent ones, yeah. That's right, Shelley. You know, it's matching up, isn't it? There's the edge of the wing that we can't see, but the cloud's covering it.
Yeah.
That's like half transparency or less transparency. You can see that's lining up with the other one that we can't quite see. That's amazing. Amazing grace. Okay. Do I need to save it? Let's go back. I suppose we should save it. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might have to give this one to Earl Grey to have a look at, and have a look at my video. Of course, this is one of the recent uploads, by the way. It's only happened in the last day, so maybe they don't even realise what they've got. This is the smoking gun, evidence of something, anyway. Flying wing. First one that we might have a flying wing on picture. A flying wing of some sort. Yeah, this save this.
You can see something that size, though, wouldn't it? You can see something that size in the sky.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, really. I don't think it's a hoax now. It's just a crappy photograph, that's all. Well, if he hoaxed it, so he did a good job, because it looks like it's layered. But like I said, I'm no photograph expert in this sense. So it could have been like double exposed, maybe. It looks like it's sort of turning too. This wing's turning this way. Anyway, what's this here? We're going to concentrate on that bit. I think that's a smoke trail coming from it. something's gone wrong with one of the engines. Those ports might be all individual engines, and one of them's caught fire or something. Still could be US technology here, guys. Could be one of those stealth blimps, you know, the flying wings. Could be one of these big stealth motherships. And that's probably not able to be picked up on radar for some reason. Maybe because of the material that they've used on the outside. Doesn't reflect the radar back, you know. You've got to keep all that in mind. And that didn't select very well there. Actually, is that the base one? When I go back, is that the base picture? Yeah, it's the base colours there. I want to get more of that smoke trail one. It's behind the toolbar, which is kind of annoying. And did I open up? Yeah, here we go.
Exhaust or water vapor going back up, picking up water.
It sort of fades out, doesn't it? And it's gone to a bit of cloud here. See, we got more definition this way. So if it was flying upwards, that means it's flying up that direction, and it's also going upwards. Makes perfect sense. It's a flying some sort of craft that's round. It has to be.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think we can bring out much quality on this one. Where is it? So you can see how it starts off dark here, but fades out here. So that means the thickness of that has changed. That's definitely a smoke trail of some sort. Smoke trail, water vapor trail. I think this craft is in trouble. And it's trying to get to the mothership that's a big flying wing above and dock with it, probably.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Well,
you know?
Like it's far away, does it? If it is.
Get over this way. There you go, look. You can see how this vapor trail's thinned out here. And it's darker here. It's like one of these dark contrails that you get. And you can see here it's a perfect shape, look.
Yeah.
Definitely a perfect shape of a flying saucer. This is the sort of thing third phase of the moon wouldn't have been spotted, even thought about, right? Took our keen eyes to try and pick out what we're trying to look. See, look, here it goes again.
Yeah.
You can see it's got a whispery thing there, matching up with the cloud. No, it's definitely got a problem with the engine there. Man, that's kind of exciting. We found something. Finally found something on MUFON that's kind of exciting. That they haven't sort of kept it private from us.
Perhaps I haven't looked at it properly.
They haven't, because they got the guy's street address on there, and that should be whited out, shouldn't it? That shouldn't be on that MUFON report at all.
I haven't looked at it.
That's right. Yeah, so let's try sharpening it. I think it's about the whole thing we can do with it now. Just leave it at that. Move on to the next one. But that should be my thumbnail for this episode, that picture there. Maybe I'll redo it, because my thumbnails have not been very good lately.
I think Rob would be interested in that one as well.
Definitely, I think we found the smoking gun evidence here of something, anyway. So you can see it's definitely layers. You got the cloud, the covering it here. You got the smoke trail over top of it. If it's faked, it's done really, really cleverly, right? And then you got the flying wing above, which no one noticed in the description. Look how good that's come out now. Sharpening it.
Yeah.
It's more
brilliant.
pixelated, but you can actually start to see the circles now. Look at that. That's really good.
Yeah.
And you can see the smoke trail here. Get thins off. It gets darker there. But it's the circles all symmetrical there. Looks like there's 4 in the middle, is it? And then it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 going around the base of it. And then these other ones. It definitely follows the curvature there, doesn't it? That's a flying saucer, guys. We got it. We finally got one in 4 years of MUFON. I'm going to have to give that one to Earl Grey to look at. Okay, we need to save this one too. No, this one's not the flying wing though. This is the saucer under the wing. Perhaps my name, perhaps my name will be mentioned. Look what Paul did at the next MUFON meeting. Oh, they call me the Out There channel anyway. I'm going to have to do a new thumbnail using that image there. That's just cool. And it's that enhanced bit there, and then we got the flying wing. And then we got the second photo somewhere. Where was it? Here.
See, that doesn't look as good as the last picture you showed, does it? When you brought the picture out.
Yeah, if I do a sharpener on that one though. So this is from the second image, but I had cut it off, right? And I cut off the wee bit of the smoke coming out of it, because now we see the bigger picture. We see the smoke trail actually goes all the way down to a lower level in the clouds, right?
Yeah.
Where's sharpener? Should be photo. There's a lot of options on this.
Yahoo.
Sharpener plus. Here we go. It should got the same settings as the last one. Doesn't look as good, but same details seem to match up though. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 big holes there. Definitely looks like it's got a bit going around the outside here. It looks like it's slopey, right? And it looks like it's got 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's got little portholes or air vents going around. And there's the cloud over cover there still. And let's see, the cloud's covering this one. This one's got a lot more cloud cover on it. So we're not seeing all the detail of the holes. So it must have been moving somewhat then in that case, right?
Somewhere.
Let's just go back to the original images again. I'll post the link to it as well, so we can always have a reference. Real UFO MUFON case. You never expect me to ever say that we found a real UFO, did you? Not today, anyway.
We never know what's coming up.
No, finally, I can't be called a debunker. I think we got the real deal here.
How many have you done now to find the real one? How many fakes?
Oh, hundreds. Yeah. MUFON cases, anyway.
Actually found one that we think is a UFO.
So that line that I was talking about on the photograph is actually the smoke trail. There you go, look.
Yeah.
But we can't see the flying wing in this one now. See that? The cloud cover.
Yeah.
Unless that's part of it here. Could it be that it could be someone's finger by pure chance? That's making the blackness.
To me, that looks like a tree. That looks like a tree to me.
Oh, that's true. That's a tree there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's no. You can't see the flying wing now.
No. He's cloaked.
I think it's just got covered by cloud. So let's go back to the first one. Couldn't be a finger, could it? A hand in the way with a lens. But it doesn't explain this bit here too. It seems symmetrical. I think he caught the flying wing and then it disappeared. The UFO's trying to get up to it. It still might be here, we're just not seeing it. Certainly a lot more cloud cover there, isn't there?
Yeah. It blended in really well now, wasn't it? Background.
You can see how big it is though.
As I said, we said the disc was huge.
Okay, so he's got it round the other way though, the photograph here as well. So let's just take into account that it can't be a tree, can it? So we said the tree was over here somewhere.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is take the two photographs and make them the same direction. So let's do that now. I suppose we can close all those ones down. Might be easier just to close it down. We saved what we wanted. Okay, so what was that one? The reports. Probably should delete that. It's got details on it that I don't want to have a copy of. I just want those two. Yeah, let's see if we can rotate it all the same way and overlay it maybe. Okay, we'll keep that one in that direction. And this one. That could be the correct way around. And this one's the wrong way around. So if we rotated that. That way. That means that UFO is coming from left to right to meet up with a flying wing in that case. And it's going upwards. And we can't see it here. But that could be the edge of the flying wing here. It's huge. So let's just overlay it and see how... We need to copy that. Select all. Copy. Bad hay fever today too. Paste and new layer. Keep canvas size. Yeah, that's what I thought. Damn it. So it looks like it's been zoomed in too, so this will give us an idea. Looks like the cloud has changed as well, and this image has been rotated a bit. It's a bit hard to tell. We try and match up the smoke trail, which had to be that direction. Would that be it? To make it transparent. Well, the smoke trail's lining up, but not the UFO. What else can we do with this one? Colored dodge. Okay, what are we looking at now? Let's see the UFO that was meant to be on the original. Okay, so additive, maybe? Nope. Multiply. There we go. So there's that one on that one. Bit hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just keep it on that for the time being and see if we can line up UFOs. And the smoke trail goes all this way here. So it's expanded quite a bit. Now we can see the flying wing thing. So that looks like a tree, like you said here. Looks like a tree, but what the hell is this thing here? So, is it a flying wing? Or is it some sort of artifact, like a building? I don't think so, though. Could it be a crazy building that's behind the cloud cover?
I don't think it's a building.
So you can't see the building there until you overlay the other one. Yeah, that's perfect lineup almost.
Yeah. Not a building.
So
It's
why
in the
can't we
air.
see it here? Okay, let's try darken.
It's there.
Two UFOs that overlay almost perfect there. Smoke trail lining up. Although it seems to be going skew with here. Maybe it needs to be scaled up a wee bit. Let's see. Something's not quite right what I've done here. Maybe it's smaller on this one than it is in the original. It's closer to us here, and it's gone up further on this one here, where the flying wing shows up. I think it's the scale factor thing still. I think it's a lot smaller on this one. Let me see, play around with it.
It's going up into it, isn't it? See, it's going up higher.
Going up higher, and you can see how small that cloud thing has gone. See, that's it lower down here. And it's travelled up because that smoke thing has got thinner.
Yeah, it's travelled up into it, isn't it? To go up into it.
It's gone up, yeah. So we can't overlay it exactly. That means if we scaled it up to be the same size smoke plume, oh, I should have held down the shift key. I'll just I haven't done too much there. Looks like I stuffed up. That's alright. Let's see. Can't quite see the thing now. There it is, yeah. That had to be scaled up incredibly big to match up. Maybe getting closer. This damn CPU. You're ruining our analysis.
Yeah.
Any rich millionaires out there want to actually help a real UFO channel out? Donate some damn money to us. We really do need... Look at how slow that's going. That's just ridiculous. Damn stupid thing. Now you can see this little filament doesn't match up with this great big huge one. That's definitely lower down here, and it's gone upwards to this flying wing.
Yeah.
Which, yep.
Into the mothership.
Yep, into the mothership. Don't save. Ah, damn. Just if I had a better computer, I'd be able to do a lot more video processing on a live stream. Righto. We'll just keep those two images for reference. Look at the one there.
It's exciting to finally find something, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a really good find. Found it late last night before I hit the bed. I thought, oh yeah, that would do for fun now. But yeah, and you don't know until you really look at something, what you have actually found. Because I used the thumbnail for this, right? And it was pretty shitty. So if I do that new one, maybe paste it in here. I'll do it after the show though. If I take this one here, that looks like a damn UFO. Enhanced version.
We got there.
Yep, we did.
Just remember that I was on the channel when you found it as well.
You reckon you're good luck, John?
I'll get the patent as well, all credit.
Yeah, so they need to get hold of the negative. You're right, Eric. This needs to be investigated even further. It needs to be like 4K scan done of the negative. Damn right, man. You're onto it. There's a picture of a picture.
But still be with people.
Eric's made a good point here. You know how reflective those Polaroids are. It might be a Polaroid, you know, and it's reflecting the light of whatever light source is in the room. Yep. I'll give it to Earl to take further. See if we can actually get that done. You never know. Does it indicate what she took the picture with? It didn't say in the report, did it? I think we need more information on that one. So obviously some MUFON investigator thought the photograph was very interesting himself, right? And that's why he uploaded it to the database so everybody could see it. And that was done in the last few days, right?
Yeah.
Did I post the link to UFO Stalker? It's gone again, is it? I'll just, I think I did. We'll just double that one up again, because it is a really good one. Okay, so let's get back to another one, which will probably be less exciting now.
You never know.
Yep, you never know. Okay, so this one here, Kansas. Looks like a glowing oval shaped thing. And you can see that one's going through some cloud cover as well. So could that be one of those sunlit advertising balloons? Who knows? Let's just keep on looking. That one looks like it's not an oval anymore. And it could be out of focus because it's creating that ring pattern. Slightly out of focus. Here we go again. I don't know what we're looking at. Could it be Venus? And what the hell is this one? Long exposure of it moving, maybe? So it's quite no video. So it's going to make it really hard. Or was there a video? Hang on, let's see. Is there a video? Oh, yeah, there could be a video. Oh, 3 videos. Okay, so what is it saying? My eyes going blue, so I'm going to have to finish off this sandwich and drink something while it's reading out. I'll just move the mic away.
I took my dog out to potty and saw what I thought was a star in the shape of 2 lines. I took my phone camera and took pics of it and expanded the pics to them to see better. I was shocked at what I saw and began to video and take pictures. This object would move fast, zigzagging as I held my phone completely steady. It would move in and out fast, sometimes appearing like it was glowing and pulsating. Some of the pics and video show color.
Okay, let's download. People that submit to MUFON are going to be more credible than people that just send it to Third Face of the Moon, right?
Well, you should never send it to that channel.
Watch out, you'll get the tongue off Blake Cousins on you.
Okay. Don't bother to me. Say what he wants about me.
Now, what the hell's going on here, computer? That's terrible, isn't it?
Took a long time the other day to download them, didn't it?
Yeah, but I'm on fast internet, mate.
Yeah.
Look, it hasn't even started downloading yet. It's the software that's slow.
Yeah.
It should take. It should be like 100 megabytes a second I can download.
Yeah. Zoom
it's going to be 4 minutes from MUFON database. This computer CPU is up at 99% at the moment. I got it overclocked to the max on this laptop. It never used to be this slow though. It's only since I've done that Windows update.
Shouldn't have done it then, should you? Take it off.
Probably. It's easier said than done now.
Because they screw you once you've got them downloaded, you can't get them off, can
you? You could have reversed it before I deleted the backup for it.
1 minute, though. We're nearly there.
I'll do the first 2 anyway. Hey, Area 51, you finally joined us. You just missed out all the exciting stuff. You missed us finding a real UFO on MUFON for once. Unfortunately, my eyes are going shit on me. And the computer's gone shit on me too. It's been a good and bad day overall. Even Charles has got an error message popping up here. That's when your voice started cutting out again.
Yeah. It's alright now, isn't it?
At the moment, as long as you don't talk when I'm talking, it tends to cut out for some reason. Anyway, we got one down. We'll just minimize that, but still the CPU is 74% at the moment. So you can see here it's got download, so it's not finished. Okay, I'll see if I can drag the window across.
Okay, see, I'm outside and I noticed this little thing over here. So I tried to zoom in on it, right? And every time I tried, it moves out of my sight. And I'm holding
Stupid windows. So it keeps grabbing it back for the first window again.
I'm holding my camera steady.
Yeah, finally.
To the top and it'll zoom away like that. I don't know what it is, but it keeps doing that. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to make it bigger.
It's out of focus at the moment.
I'm zooming in, and so it'll go to the top, and then I'll find it, and it does that. It
out
zigzags
of focus.
Out of my sight. I don't know why. Then my camera's acting dumb.
Because you're filming it in portrait, so you can't keep it in frame.
I don't know why. I'm holding my camera steady. Okay, I'm gonna hold it right there. Okay, so if I find it there, okay, I'm gonna hold it steady and see how it goes to the top of my thing. So I'm gonna find
That's what happens when you zoom, though, isn't it, guys?
Out of my sight.
She's using digital zoom, and of course it's going to crop it.
Why?
She doesn't understand phone technology here.
Looks like or something.
See, people think when they zoom it's going to keep it centralized, and it doesn't. What it does, it crops it outside of the image, and you have to realign it, right?
Jumping around.
Yeah. Phones, cameras are just really bad. So what we've seen is going to be overexposed, whatever it is. That could be planet Venus still on this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's see what we can do with this. Maximum gamma. So this is the problem, filming it in portrait. Should never film in portrait. Saturation. It's not going to help much, I don't think. Now we'll just try that for starters. Now we can see more what's in the sky here. You've got clouds.
I noticed this little thing over here. So I tried to
trees,
zoom in on it, right?
Clouds, I think.
And every time I tried, it moves out of my sight. And I'm holding my, and see, I'll find it, and it zigzags all over the place.
You all corrupted there,
I'm holding
Charles.
my camera steady.
It's going to move out the side. Keep moving, zooming in.
Like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what it is.
And she's trying to hold it. When it's zoomed in, it's more sensitive.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to make it bigger. As big as I can with my camera. I'm zooming in. And so it'll go to the top, and then I'll find it, and it does that. It zigzags.
Is that the aircon in the background?
I don't know why. Then my camera's acting dumb. I'm trying to catch it. See? It's zooming. I don't know why. I'm holding my camera steady.
She's probably got an auto setting set, so it's sort of adjusting it.
There. Okay, I'm going to hold it steady. And see how it goes to the top of my thing. So I'm going to find it and watch it. I'm trying to get out of my sight. It does that. It zigzags all over the place.
Like you said.
What you reckon?
Why is it doing that?
Yeah.
And what is it?
Venus or Jupiter?
Why? What is that?
Saturn?
Why is it zigzagging like that?
See, I'm not seeing any star formations behind.
See, it left the top of my thing, so I'm going to go. Okay, there it is. Watch. Watch. I'm going to try to keep up with it. And it does that. And I'm trying to keep up with it. See? See? It's zigzagging. I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know if it's zigzagging or she's moving it left or right. Bit hard to tell still because it's got no reference point.
Why?
It's hard to hold a camera, a phone camera still anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If I do that,
let alone
it does that.
zooming in on it. Because you keep losing it.
Again, it gets out of my frame. It goes to the top.
And it's probably far away, right?
There's the top of my camera, and then watch. It'll go to the top, and then I try to find it again. Okay, there it goes. Watch. I'm gonna try to find it. See? And then it just zigzags, and it does that. It's right. I don't know what it is. I'm serious. Okay, watch. It disappeared out of the frame. Watch it. I'll find it, and it does. Oh, I'm surprised it didn't zigzag. Kind of did. Okay, I don't. Why are you doing that? Why? Why don't you want me to record you? What are you?
Is she hoaxing? Or you reckon?
I don't know what to do. Hi.
I don't know if she's hoaxing on purpose. I think it's a planet.
I know, I see you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, we know atmospherics can bend the light to make it wobble around.
What in the world? I'm gonna put my camera
Depends
down.
how far up it is
Okay,
and
let
how
me
much the
zoom
light's
out.
bending, right?
So you guys can see.
Well, here we go. She's zooming out now.
Okay. It's that little light, and it was in a weird shape, and it caught my attention.
So it's far up there.
See, this is my porch, or outside my deck.
Finally, we got
I
reference
come up
point.
here, and what you'll see is the top, the greenery. See that little light? Okay, and it was acting weird.
Not seeing anything, and we got it amped up here.
Zoom. See, that's what you see there is my green.
That looks like planet Vega again, you know. I can see trees here now.
And so I
see the trees that were down here.
I lost it again.
I'll just go back a
See,
bit.
what
See
you
that?
see
Trees?
there is my green.
You can see them now, that hedge and trees and yeah.
But we can only see it when we play around with the gamma and all that.
I can see them now.
So that's too bright. Definitely trees there, right?
Yeah.
And that could be Jupiter or Vega. So we need to plug it into that software. We know roughly from the ground how high up it is. And to me, it doesn't look like it's moving there. If she kept it like that, we could give a reference point of how much it's moving.
Deck thing.
As she zooms in, and of course that changes it all.
I lost it again. Oh, there you are. There you are. What's up? So, okay. So I'm zooming in. That's why I'm losing it. But look.
Oh, that moves around like moon.
See, I'm outside. See, this is my
camera. Because that just.
Yeah, it's moving with the camera, isn't it? I was just trying to see if we can see a rough position when she zooms out here. Before and after. Let me just see again. Here she goes, zooming out again.
I'm going to put my camera down for a second, okay? Okay, let me zoom out so you guys can see. Okay.
So what happened there? Why did it go suddenly dark, you know? Kind of strange.
Okay, let me zoom out so you guys can see.
So we're getting just where the trees were.
Okay. It's that little light, and it was in a weird shape. and it caught my attention. See, I'm outside. See, this.
She's filming through a window, guys. Isn't she? Is she? Or is she outside the house here? Definitely looks like an edge of a window or a house there. And looks like something going across here. And that looks like a reflection of her in the window, is it?
Looks like a person.
She's filming through a damn window, is she?
This is my porch.
Porch, she reckons. So, what does it look like a reflection of her in the window?
Or outside my deck.
So she probably turned around, and that was the outside window on the porch, and you can see a reflection. Okay, so that makes sense.
But I come up here, and what you'll see is the top.
So I don't think she is faking it.
The greenery.
And there's some trees down here.
Is that low light? Okay, and it was acting.
That's not moving. That's not moving very much, and I think it'll move a wee bit with atmospherics, right?
Weird. So I zoom. See, what you see there is my green on top of my deck thing.
Top of what she's saying there?
And so I lost.
So this is where you need a daytime snap of the same viewing point, and then we can overlay everything, and it would be just perfect. You could see where the position of the star was all that whole time. Yeah, like so we got another one. Close. Maybe I should save it. I wonder if I can drag the other one so we can keep the same filter. Let's see. Come on, slow computer. What's Susan saying? What a airhead. You're not allowed to say that word. You're not allowed to insult females, call them airheads, as we get accused. She needs to be described her surroundings instead of droning on about nothing. See, you're more hard against females than I am, Susan. Yeah, I get called all sorts of names by fraud channels. So let's drag it on here. Hopefully it keeps the same sentence. Did it work?
Okay,
oh, here we go.
Moving.
Carried on. Good. And we got the same sentence.
There's a cloud.
Okay, so
I don't know if you guys can see.
That's definitely trees there. We get some tree reflections there, and that looks like maybe a branch or a stem, trunk.
Yeah.
Trunk, yeah.
There's a cloud.
And she's saying there's a cloud there as well. I don't think it's moving.
This thing is moving. This light, it is so weird. There's a cloud up there.
So Vegas, Vega and Venus. There's the two possibilities, or maybe Jupiter.
There. Okay. Watch it. I'm gonna hold steady. See? It disappears. And it does that.
Definitely looks like a constant circle shape, doesn't it? And in the photographs, it looked like it was elongated, which is kind of strange.
Yeah.
But it might have been roller shutter as she was moving and taking it, you see. So it could have squashed it. Because look how unsteady she is with the movement here.
I'm holding my phone to see, and it disappears, and I'll follow it.
Many people just
it'll
look up more
zigzag
times
like that.
in normal daytime.
What is that?
At night, so see what's grounded.
Oh my god, okay, see, now I'm going to move my phone to find it.
So they recognise, like Jupiter or
something in the sky.
Whatever.
So this is, again, as I keep always saying to people that are going to do sky watching, is
there it is. Okay,
always use your phone apps and just hold it up to the sky and see if there's any planets or stuff that overlays. It doesn't seem to be moving like an International Space Station here. And I don't think it's a plane because we haven't seen any sort of blinking happening.
No.
Yeah, she's just moving it all over the place here. She's saying it's it's moving, but it's her. She's inexperienced with the digital zoom on it. Okay, so let's see if we can plug it into the software and work out this stuff. And we need to find out. See here, I think she moved and it squashed up with rolling shutter. That's how it would make a perfect circle. And there's the cloud that she's talking about covering it here. So we're looking for the 28th of September. 4:30 in the afternoon. Is that correct? Seems a bit dark for being that time of night, doesn't it? Something's not right there. Did we download our images? Are they correct though? They have to have been cropped, is the question. Let's just save that one. And let's have a look at the metadata, see what the timestamp is. Good. It's already coming up to 3 hours, you know.
Time goes quick.
We've only done 3 cases, is it? How many have we done? 3, isn't it? This is the third one.
Very, very important.
So this where is it? Send to. I'm not having any I'm having problems here with the mouse. Let's try that again. Seems I'm being sabotaged. It might be my CPU that's slowing everything down with the mouse as well. Here we go. There. Where's it gone? That's the CPU, 94%. Here we go. 90%, 92, 91, 99%. There we go. It is working. See, I was going to repeat that. It's never been this slow before. Damn, bloody stupid Windows 10. So is that the photograph? Yes, it is. Samsung. Here we go. SM, whatever that model was. So let's Google that. And what have we got set to here? 1/33. That's pretty bad for exposure, isn't it? 1.5 F number. ISO 320. So that means the shutter's open longer, isn't it? I need to look up, understand ISOs a bit better. What else we got here? And we're looking for the date stamp. Hello, midnight. Not 4:30 at all. Eh? She lied.
No. Yeah.
27th of the 9th. Just after midnight there. That makes more sense, doesn't it? For what we're seeing in that video. He's a liar. That's why we always look at the photos, because the photos bust open. See, look.
Yeah, it's wrong. No, it's when she submitted it.
Ah, right. Yeah, where's the other line gone? There's normally 2 lines. One when you filmed it, and one when you submitted it.
Yeah. So she wasn't lying. That was just submitted it.
Yeah, and normally it should be another line up there saying when it was filmed.
Yeah.
Oh well, we got it from the image. That's just 12:30. So and it said 27th as well. So that would have saved us a lot of time, you know. So I'm trying to click open a new tab here. It's just taking forever. So let's have a look at the camera make. And there we go. It's a Galaxy Note. So it's going to be a high-spec phone then, with a decent camera on it. It's got 8 cores in it. Google phone, Android. Android 9. What have we got here? 4G. So it's 8, that doesn't make sense. 8 core but 3 processors. Ah, right, so it's probably got hyperthreads, is that what it's saying? Where's the camera information as I'm trying to find? Where's the camera? Sensors, it's got a lot of sensors on there, look at that. That's amazing. It's got everything under the sun there. Barometer.
Looks like a good camera.
Video format. Pixel size 1.22 micropixel. Yeah, but want to know the range. Oh, here we are, 10 megapixels. There we go. So it's 3000 by 2.5, or 4000 by 2.5. And it does 4K video, so yeah, it's a really high spec camera. But I don't think she was filming in 4K. So let's have a look. That would have made a difference. And of course, if it's on 4K, you can zoom in quite a long way on digital zoom, and it wouldn't impact on the quality too much, would it? Let's see. All. What format is she filming it in? Where's it going? 1080p. What a shame. You got a camera that can do 4K and you film it in 1080. That means you can get video quality the same as what you can do with a photograph. That's pretty much what it's saying on this phone. That's pretty amazing. But people set it to 1080, which is just crazy. To go to film a UFO, choose the highest setting you can. Oh well. So, yeah, midnight, 27th of September, wasn't it? So let's plug it into the Star software and see what the possibilities are. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Washington State is almost... you're watching the older part of the front show, are you? West of Washington, D.C. So he's probably playing it back and watching it and commenting on the side. That's what some people do, you know, instead of commenting currently live.
Do you really think that was real? The one from MUFON, I think, and Susan, my sister, is one woman you would not want to mess with. She is quite capable of defending herself.
Yeah. Or she'd put a rosy dog onto you. She's a big sook, apparently, anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, so he's saying he was. He's now caught up with us, what we're saying now. Yeah. We know we've worked out Washington, D.C. and Washington. I was just making a point that there's 2 Washingtons and it confuses people. You're not careful, and there's also Washington...
In every country, I think.
There's a Washington in every country, yeah, probably.
2 of everything in every country, I think. 2 Manchesters, 2 Londons, and all sorts of things.
Yeah, it's thrown us off a couple of times, hasn't it, so far? Getting double locations. So, what state are we looking in this one? Kansas. Okay. Could it be multiple Kansases? Let's just type in Kansas and go from there, I guess. Okay, what do we got? Missouri. Topeka. Is that how you say that? I don't know. Wichita. So they just are they different cities within it? Or the main cities in Kansas. So we can choose a general location. That will do. And we go from there. So we think it could be Venus or Vega or Jupiter. I'll just go to full screen on this one. Okay, here we go. So where do we start with? Venus first.
Whichever.
And it can't be Venus. It's below horizon. A moon. Below horizon. Although we haven't put in the right time, so that's probably currently at the moment. Yes, that's what we forgot to do. So we need to put in the September.
36 minutes.
What was it now? 19th? 27, that's
20,
right. 27. Okay, that's changed it. The moon is at low horizon here. And we want to go for midnight. Close to 12:30. So we've changed that to 12. And changed that to AM. And the moon is up there. So that's a possibility. But it looked too small to be the moon. We have to see what direction she's looking. So let's go through them. Venus. It can't be Venus. Jupiter. Yeah, that's half a one. Is it? Hang on. Oh no, that's what's that there? That's the moon. Okay. Jupiter is pretty low down. Is that the one? No, that's Saturn. Jupiter. Jupiter's there. Saturn. Okay, so it could be also Vega. I don't know if we can search for that. How can we look for the brightest stars? Neptune, Mercury, Mars, maybe? I think you can see Mars with the eye too. Okay, so could it be Mars? What's it say about the eye? Excellent. Yeah, there you go. So that's a possibility as well. And it's roughly in the right time. Where's the compass bearing here though? Southeast. So which way is she looking? So where is she standing here? Is she looking here, that direction, or is she there looking this direction? Because that would be southeast if she's over here. Santa's down here, so she's got to be looking northeast, right? Is that correct? West would be over here. That would be east over here. She's looking northeast. Does it say here at all? So that's all the information that people need to put in their reports. I think they need a better, input system. It should step through the questions like a wizard. So it should say, hey, what city? What's the date? What's the time? Which direction you're looking? And then step it through and then automatically submit it into the database. Rather than giving instead of a whole big form where people can leave things out and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they can also put not available or as information not known. There's a lot better way to do it. MUFON hasn't changed to make it better for people. See, I come from a customer service perspective as well as a computer technician, right, and a coder. So I know the best of both worlds. The problem is a lot of coders think complicated stuff, and they think, oh yeah, if I understand it, then everybody should understand it, but it's not always the case, right?
No.
So it looks like she's looking north east. So that sort of blows this one here, because it's saying it's southeast.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's rotate. How do we get the compass bearings up though?
You had them on the other day.
That one went. Yeah, where's the compass bearings? Do we have to zoom in and out? There we go. Like we have to. There we go. Okay, now we got it. There's there we go, I got it lifted up. Northwest is Vega.
That's the same as the boat I'm on. The fishing boat.
But she's looking northeast, I thought, but could she be looking northwest? Could she be further along on the map here looking northwest? I guess she could be, couldn't she? That makes kind of sense. She could be here looking that way, which would be northeast, west.
But then she says Santana.
That's if this UFO location is correct on the map, of course.
Region Kansas.
I think she is looking northwest now, and it is Vega, like I said it's going to be. It's there from the horizon. If you look at her photograph, and if you overlaid her phone, it would be like the right distance away, you see.
Yeah.
I think that's it. She's looking northwest. More, let's see. Be that way. The phone would be there. I think that's it. I think it's solved. Because that would be the same size light, right? If we go other one, look, and there's the moon, southwest. So the moon would have to be on her left side. Can we see that in the video? I have to look at it again probably. Have we got any far away shots here? So that's Vega. And God knows what that is. That's a mistake. She's moving it while she took a snapshot. And that's out of focus. Have I still got it open? Let's bring it up again. Can we see where the moon is?
Take this, okay, because it's moving. It has moved. There's a cloud. I don't know if you guys can see it.
So what she thinks is moving is probably just a cloud. It's like a parallax effect.
And this thing is moving.
So the cloud's going this way, and it's creating atmospherics, and it's wobbling around because it looks like it's moving. But it'd be like ice crystals in the air. And you can see how it's sort of flickered then. That's the star Vega.
This light, it is so weird. There's a cloud up there.
And if she's bothered learning the smartphone app and just holding up to the sky, heavens above, it would have been solved instantly. But yeah, can we tell which way the moon is? So the moon should be over here.
I'm gonna hold steady. See?
Just out of our sight over here, over that way.
comes back to
What
her
is
property.
that? I lost
You
the
see it
one
then.
up there. I don't know what you are.
So she should do a pan around, shouldn't she? And just say, "There's the
See
moon,"
the riddle? Oh my god.
and then that would confirm the
Okay,
position. Then,
start. I'm gonna record again.
hey guys,
This
something's
is the moon,
reflecting here.
okay? See how it holds steady?
What's that there? Oh, that's a cloud. Okay, what was it? Don't know what that is. That looks like a reflection on a window there. Well, you saw it was like a half moon on that software, which means if we go back to here, we can tell where the sun is. So the sun is behind the planet on the other side, and it's lighting up half the moon here. And it says excellent for Vega, right? Oh, that's Mars. How do we get Vega? Let's see if we can click on it. Vega.
Excellent.
There you go. Excellent. I think that's it. We've sort of nailed it again.
Yeah.
End of story. But I think I'm going to have to wrap it up there. We're up to 3 hours, guys. I've really done 3 UFO reports, but I think we got one really good one, which actually was a real UFO. The first one was birds. And this one here is Vega.
That first one was laughable.
Yeah, especially when UFO Proof was wetting his pants on it. Some expert, but anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wrap up now, guys. Give my eyes a bit of a break. The computer wasn't too bad, I guess. Not as bad as last time, so it has improved somewhat.
Yeah, it's better.
And we didn't get any audio corruption, I don't think, this time. Apart from that strange one where it locked up. I'm not sure why it locked up.
Yeah. It's better than the last one, anyway.
Yeah, so we just need some real ufologists out there that's got lots of money and can send us away so we can actually do these reports a bit better. Because it's going to be like another year before I can buy another computer. So let's delete that. And we don't need that Vega one. And I'll just say good night. And oh, we got it to 390. Well, I wasn't looking. Surely not. Let me just double check that. You mean there's people still subbing to this out there channel? Why would people want to sub to this channel? Yeah, it's definitely 390. I just can't, I just chuckle at that UFO going on about us and Blake Cousins. That was just terrible, wasn't it? It was really bad. Yeah. Anyway.
They made themselves look silly, haven't they?
Yeah. So, Charles, I'll let you go, and we'll catch you on Discord, mate, and I'll just kick you off and say goodnight. And
good night, everybody.
You can just say good night in the side chat if you want to as well. Okay, good night. Alright, there we go. And I'll just kick off the ending credits. And we got Robert tomorrow, right? Hopefully. As long as he doesn't have any problems with his internet. Maybe some problems they're having over there with power outages and internet outages at the moment. So we got some real UFO cases hopefully coming from him tomorrow to go over. Good night, Dan, Susan, Area 51. Thanks all. It's like and share. Did we get any dislikes on this show today? Because there shouldn't have been any dislikes. I can't see until I've finished, actually. I'll see at the end. Oh, Joe, yeah, I forgot about you too. Good night. We had a few newcomers too, didn't we? So yeah, I can't remember what your name was now. I'm bad. It takes me a wee while. Good night all.